April 14th, 1912, the night when the unsinkable Titanic met its tragic fate. But what if I told you that it wasn't just the iceberg that sank the Titanic? What if there were 6 critical mistakes, avoidable blunders, that turned this marvel of engineering into a grave at the bottom of the Atlantic? We'll uncover these shocking errors that sealed the fate of over 2,500 souls. Stay tuned, because what you're about to hear will change the way you think about this infamous disaster. Mistake number 1. Ignoring iceberg warnings. The Titanic received multiple warnings about icebergs in the area, but these were either downplayed or ignored. Captain Edward Smith, confident in the ship's size and design, kept the Titanic at nearly full speed. This overconfidence meant that when the iceberg was finally spotted, it was too late to avoid the collision. Mistake number 2. Inadequate lifeboats. Despite being the largest and most advanced ship of its time, the Titanic carried lifeboats for only about half of its passengers. And even then, many lifeboats left the ship only partially filled. The designers had prioritized aesthetics over safety, not wanting the deck to appear cluttered with lifeboats, a choice that cost hundreds of lives. Mistake number 3. Poor construction materials. The Titanic was built with materials that, at the time, were considered top-notch. However, recent investigations reveal that the steel used was of lower quality, making it brittle in the freezing waters of the North Atlantic. When the Titanic struck the iceberg, the steel plates fractured more easily, leading to the rapid flooding of the ship's compartments. Mistake number 4. A fatal turn. When the iceberg was spotted, First Officer William Murdoch ordered the ship to turn hard a starboard and reverse the engines. This maneuver, meant to avoid the iceberg, actually sealed the Titanic's fate. The sudden change in speed and direction made the ship less responsive and caused it to scrape along the side of the iceberg, creating a series of fatal gashes along its hull. Mistake number 5. Ignoring the SOS signal. After the collision, distress signals were sent out, but the closest ship, the SS Californian, failed to respond. The Californian's radio operator had turned off his equipment for the night, unaware of the disaster unfolding just miles away. Had the Californian responded, many more lives could have been saved. Mistake number 6. A lack of emergency drills. The Titanic never held a proper emergency drill. Passengers and crew were unprepared for the chaos that ensued after the collision. In fact, an emergency lifeboat drill scheduled for the day of the disaster was canceled, leaving everyone on board tragically unprepared for the real thing. These 6 mistakes, each avoidable, combined to create one of the deadliest maritime disasters in history. The Titanic's sinking wasn't just a tragic accident. It was a catastrophe born out of human error, overconfidence, and a failure to heed the warnings. As we remember the Titanic, we're reminded of the importance of vigilance, preparation, and humility in the face of nature's power. If you found this deep dive into the Titanic's mistakes intriguing, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more videos that unravel the mysteries of history. Let us know in the comments, which mistake do you think was the most shocking?